Good afternoon, YouTube. I wanted to do a quick video of this Traxxas T-Maxx that I just purchased. It's kind of a unique car, and we'll talk about it real quick, but I went out to Peoria, Arizona, and met Ron Stanley. He has a YouTube channel called Ron's RC Garage, where he was doing a bunch of 8th scale racing, and he does some car stuff, all kinds of cool stuff. Really cool dude. Very much enjoyed hanging out with him for a little bit this morning. This car is one of his T-Maxxes, or was. He's got a whole bunch of these things, but what makes this one unique, you can see it's got the Excursion body. It's got a new era stretched chassis, and then the most unique feature was this OS FS40CX 4-stroke RC car engine. This thing's pretty rare. I actually have one of these exact same motors in my USA 1 Kyosho, but always looking to get another one. Just add it to the collection, and we were able to do that today. Super cool motor. It has based on a 40 FS airplane motor. The biggest differences with this motor is a little bit different cylinder head design, a lot different camshaft profile setup for a car, which gives it more range of throttle. The airplane engines are really meant to run at a wide open throttle for your duration of your flight. This car one, you want to make a little more torque on the bottom end and carry that power throughout the power band. So that's kind of what OS did with these. Different carburetor. I'm not exactly sure what carburetor they're using. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's looks like a single needle RC car carburetor versus what would be on the airplane. And then obviously the intake manifold is quite a bit different. The airplane would have a tube coming down, and it would have a carburetor back under here, quite a bit smaller of a carburetor. So they've done this cast aluminum 90-degree carburetor mount right to the head, which allows them to clamp this probably similar to what would be on a 0.21 or 3.5 two-stroke engine. It looks like he's using the Traxxas air filter, which is probably sufficient. Really old school T-Maxx, very nice condition. This car doesn't look like it's really been ran. The bottom of it is not too beat up. Cool vintage RC, new era, no longer in existence. OS 4-stroke, no longer in existence. New era engine mounts, no longer in existence. And then you can still buy a T-Maxx, but I've never actually had a T-Maxx, so this is the first one. I really primarily went after it for the powertrain. We're going to keep it together because this is a extremely nice piece of RC history. He told me he put this car together sometime in the early 2000s. Now, from what I know, this engine was produced around 2005, but they could have been making them longer. I'd have to go back through my OS history documentation I have on these motors. Anyway, and the biggest thing with the FS-CX is that it is a recoil start, which is really cool. Never to be seen again. This is back in the day of nitro cars being popular. They did early 2000s. Some of this 4-stroke stuff came out. It was pretty promising, and then I think people just got discouraged with the additional maintenance. And they don't turn the RPM like you do with your 2-stroke, so they're not as fast. Obviously you gear it way up. He's got some decent gearing on here, but I wouldn't imagine the top speed of this is very fast. The fuel economy is good, and the sound is where it's at. It's got its own unique sound. And just mechanically, it's just a cool piece. You know, overhead valves. Still nitro. These don't have lubrication in the crankcase. They actually are just lubricated by the residual oil blow-by. So you run four cycle fuel, or you can even run you know, your standard 2-cycle nitro blends in these things. All that oil eventually works its way down to the bottom end and keeps everything lubricated. Works great. Lots of airplanes with 4 strokes, very reliable. But there is more maintenance. There's valve adjustments and some stuff you got to deal with. So, pretty cool car. Again, thank you, Ron Ronsrcgarage. Very nice meeting you today, and hopefully you and I can get together and play with some of this stuff. So, thanks everybody. Have a good day.